Directionally challenged hiker here this Wednesday, March 2nd. It's about 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and I have just made it to the little house in the desert. Anyway, I'm trying to think of what to load into the dumpster today. It is warm, and yeah, I waited till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but thinking of just starting to pull some of that insulation from the manufactured home and then throwing it on top of our pile, because then we can put more heavy stuff on top of it and it'll squish it down. And thinking I'm gonna have a little bit of shade on the back side of the manufactured home. So anyway, I'm gonna start doing something, I hope. As I sit here editing this on July 18th, near 4 months after this footage was taken and this work was done. I know life gets crazy sometimes. It's been a crazy few months, and I haven't had a lot of time to work on these videos, or I haven't made time to work on these videos. Maybe that's the problem. But anyway, it's kind of funny hearing myself go off about how the temperature was warm on this day, and I was going to work on the backside because there was more shade back there, as we've had a string of 110 plus degree days, about 10 days worth at this point. I wasn't here for a chunk of it, but yeah, in March I'm complaining about the warm weather and nothing compared to July. But anyway, I'm working on this insulation. Probably can tell I have employed the hoe because I'm not tall enough to pull it down, nor do I want to like grab it and try to pull it down. You know, insulation is itchy, and as far as we can tell, it is like an 80s manufactured home, and it is very dusty, and it's just disgusting. So yeah, the hoe definitely helped with that process there. I'm wanting to say if this is the right footage and I'm remembering right, I uninsulated at least one black widow. Yeah, it was a very flat spider when I was done with it. I'm loading up. The insulation came down. I threw that in, and then on the outside of the insulation was like this, like kind of like cardboard with a little thin foam layer in it. I mean, it's not much, wasn't much thicker than like the corrugated cardboard boxes, but I just stacked that on top and picking up some stuff that we'd stranded on the outside. I had at one point, there was a door that I used as a ramp. It lasted a couple days, and probably see me go through it with the wheelbarrow at some point. And now I have moved on to the inside, just chunking stuff out that, you know, can come out before we drop it. Should see Never Ending Project shows up at some point. You'll just see him in the window, and he helps me finish chunking stuff out of the manufactured home. There he is. After we clean up inside, we are going to do some tractor work. If you watched the previous video of my doing some backyard cleanup behind the little house in the desert, there was a giant pile of shingles from the old roof, and they've been sitting there a couple years now, and they're like the rolled type roofing shingles. So we are going to use the tractor, and oh my goodness. Yeah, I do comment in the actual video footage about how it's so much easier than shoveling them, but there's definitely a learning curve to driving a tractor, as I find in this video. You can be humored at that. I probably won't do much talking in the, that footage. You'll just enjoy the tractor noise and watching us try to figure out how to best scoop the shingles and keep them in the bucket and then get them in the dumpster. It can be challenging. I think. That is so awesome! You got most of it right?
What?
Did most of it come out? Want me to go check or take it out? No. Want me to go get a rake? Sweet.
Can you hear me?
What?
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Okay, so as you go up, you also have to kind of go out to keep the bucket tilting forward. Otherwise, it'll just dump right on top of you. There you go. Okay. Tilt it forward. Tilt it forward. Tilt it forward. Other way. Now go up with it. Go forward. Roll forward. There you go. Now go up. Up, up. As high as it'll go. Is that it? Is that as high as it'll go? Okay, towards you. Nope.
What?
Tilt it back up. Keep going. All right, dude, now tilt it down again. There's still some in there. Try it again. Lower it.
What?
Tilt it all the way down. And then lower it.
What?
Lower it. Yeah. Okay, now go up. Tilt. There you go. All right, let me see how much is in there. Back up.
What?
Let me see how much is in there. Back up.
Back up.
It might be too full now. All right, hold it right there. Lower
day. Those shingles are gone in the dumpster. Wow. Made that work just so much easier, and hopefully you enjoyed some of the footage of us trying to figure out how to scoop them up and get them in the dumpster, especially my fail at trying to dump the bucket load of shingles on top of the tractor and myself. I'm still trying to figure out, you know, what direction I need to go with the levers to, tilt the bucket, raise the bucket, you name it. Again, it is a learning process, and I haven't touched the tractor in a few months now, so it's going to be back to square one and probably about as bad as my trying to do it today. And here we have the end of a day, time lapse, sunset. Again, one of the reasons that we are looking forward to being out on this property so that we can sit and enjoy those sunsets in the evening. I mean, it's pretty amazing. There's not much quite like an Arizona sunset, especially when you're in the desert and it's fairly open. You can just see for miles and miles. So, until next time, directionally challenged hiker.